Hey, good day, everybody. Aloha. This is Dennis Wilburn, the Active Trend Trader. Did you know that success leaves clues? The thing that challenges all of us traders and just us as human beings is, one, am I teachable? Are you teachable? And will you learn from the clues that are put in front of you? That's some really heavy things to think about here on Wednesday, the 21st of July. Let's go ahead and get into today's session. The markets are doing a rebound. We have a rally temp underway. It's not clear whether or not Investor Business Daily will modify their market outlook to basically uptrend, back in position. Right now we are uptrend under pressure, and we have not changed that yet. So let's go ahead and jump on today's session. We're going to be quick and dirty, cover the indexes and a couple of stocks that we are in fact looking at. Let's see if I loaded that up. I did not, of course. I always got to remember to load my drawing tools up. And if you guys are, if you'll hang on to the end, I've got something special to show you. Had some really good comments about the interview we did with Eric Gallum last week, and we posted that to the website. And he's our 100% active trend trader guy. I mean, he basically is just doing a knockdown job, great job on trading the system. And he was up 100% last year. He was up 70% the year before that. He's been up 100% in years past. And so far, halfway through the year, he's already up 100%. His story is one worth listening to. So go on over to the, I'll show you on the website exactly where that is posted, so you can go check it out for yourself. It is one of the free, in the free zone on the Active Trend Trading website. So let's take a look at what the heck has been happening. Things earlier in the week were looking absolutely horrendous as we went into a significant rollover. Now be aware. See that shooting star right there? That happened about about 7 days ago. Shooting star came in, filled to the downside. It overshot its initial profit target, which would have been there. That swing low came to rest where slightly after a test of the 50-day moving average, it rebounded from that. This was not a really great reversal candlestick. You would have to go over to the intraday charts to be able to find a better reversal candlestick. At the same time, though, what is transpiring here? We have price action is back above the moving averages. So it's back above the 50, back above the 34, back above the 20 and the 8. Appears as if we are going to push on back and challenge the past highs from last week. That's the good news. Good news. The challenging news may be, though, that while price action is in fact doing that, pushing back up to around past highs, what are the momentum indicators doing? Are the momentum indicators really in gear to the upside? Positive signal right here that that price actions are crossing back above the zero line, and oftentimes the zero line on the TSI works as a level of support, as we saw early in the year back here. So there's a projection out, a couple of, how far could this run, even though the TSI is just starting to take off? Well, if we'll take a measurement from this low, this high, measured back to this low, it gives us an upside projections that is pretty interesting. That's if the move up on S&P mirrors and is symmetrical with that last move up. What we'll do is we'll measure that on some of the other indexes that I actually like to trade a little bit better than the S&P. But S&P, again, pushing back up towards the old highs. I would put an alert in basically at the top of that candlestick right there. Put an alert there about the 436 level. If prices get to that, then go to your chart and check it out to see whether or not it's going to reverse and turn back around. Look for any signs of stalling. And so what we're looking at next is the NASDAQ. NASDAQ also ran up, and we'll let the Qs represent the NASDAQ for us. What did we get from that today? There we go. Had a very nice reversal. You know, one of my favorite things to say is look to your left. What do you see? A level of breakout, slightly above the breakout area here. Nice hammer. That is a reversal signal, and then we reversed on up to the upside. We did a bang-up job of basically providing some good basic instructions and tutorial on what candlesticks to utilize. You don't need all 250 different types of candlesticks to be able to be successful. You need to pick a few. There are basically 4 or 5 basic strong candlesticks. Those are the only ones you need to know, and to be able to trade successfully. But we need to be paying attention to it. We don't want to get cluttered with, oh, I need to know 250 different candlesticks. That is not the case. As we if we know things like the hammer, the shooting star, and if you want to view that tutorial, in the comment section on this YouTube channel, I will provide a link that will take you where you can register for the on-demand portion of that video. The excellent presentation last night, about an hour's worth of presentation on candlesticks. So let's see. So TQQ, it also is pushing back up towards the past highs. Same things that apply. TSI has not crossed over. One of the things that I really like on this, and I am planning a tutorial on utilizing the market forecast and the TSI together. We had a 2-line cluster on, this is what I call a 2-line cluster on the lower reversal zone on the market forecast. Typically when you get a 2-line cluster or a 3-line cluster, and this happened where? They happen right on in between that day and the hammer day. You had the cluster. What is the interpretation of that? Is that price action will typically will turn around within 1 to 4 trading periods after that. Now it can push on to lower lows, which is a good thing because you typically get a better rebound. But as you see here, price action has bounced up, moving higher. Excellent trade up to the upside. What I want to do with it right now, I will assess a pullback into like the Fibonacci's here. I can either pull back into the 23 or the 38 or the 20-day moving average, somewhere in the middle of that candlestick right there. That is a level of support that we could watch intraday. The other place of interest is right back over here at the past highs, at the just above the 365 level. Look for, put in an alert right there. Look for stalling. If it does in fact stall out at that point and reverse lower, I want to be trading something to the downside, either buying puts, call credit spreads, or I could turn around and trade SQQQ. That's the leverage ETF inverse on the Qs. IWM also net, really get a good bounce. In the Investor Business Daily, it indicated on the front page there that the small caps really came to play over the last 3 days. I've left this in place. I think it is fascinating how well that price actions follow these Fibonacci's. This lower Fibonacci here, the 1272 you see here, that is a symmetric move from where? From this high to low here, measured back to that high to that low to high there, and then projecting down. The red line is the 100%. attention, it blew past that yesterday, but look at that, stop just short of the 1272. If we look over to your left, I like to say that, look to your left. And what did the weeklies tell us? See there, right there on the 1272. What does it relate to? Well, a whole bunch of past levels of support where price action tried it out, tested it, and away we went. Again, this is Wednesday. I cannot interpret that candlestick yet. Why? Because the period hasn't closed. That's another thing we cover in the candlestick trading that you really, if you, one of the things, a lot of people have candlesticks on their charts, but they haven't got a clue about how to really interpret candlesticks. And so that's one of the things, that training will definitely help you with. I want to highlight a couple of things. I want to cover 3 stocks really fast. For our Autopilot trading system, really pleased. One, the Autopilot trading system keeps us out of trouble, but also sets us up for potential moves to the upside. We're averaging 60% win-loss ratio with that this year. We're up slightly. The market, we're up almost 10% on that this year. The market has been really whippy. So last year we did a little bit over 50+% on that, combined with our other services, the other strategy we use. We're up over 70% last year. I anticipate hitting at least 40% this year, if not higher. Why do I anticipate doing that? Because for the last 9 years, the active trend trading system has averaged over 36% per year. That's without having to watch the market 100% of the time. It's designed for people who are actually working for a living. And we're basically going back and repolishing that piece of the service where we're looking last 2 hours a day. Last 2 hours of the day, if we basically have some trades, we'll be sending those out to premium members. And so it's something you really don't want to miss. Why did I design it that way? Well, one, when I was learning how to trade, I was working 10 to 12 hours per day, 6 days to 7 days a week as an engineer and a program director for Crown Castle. And what I swore at that time, because I loved trading, I loved the market. I was continuing my continuing education program to become a master trader. Objective achieved. But what I swore is that I swore when I start trading for a living, I will develop my system that will allow people who are working full time or who do not want to be chained to their laptop watching the tick, tick, tick on the charts. They can basically use conditional orders and be trading the market, but then in either working their full-time job or enjoying life doing something else, like I do, enjoying my grandkids, enjoying my wife, enjoying my other ministry work. Sound like a good deal? It is. It's awesome. So IWM, what do we have? We basically, again, got a nice reversal, not a reversal candlestick though. Now this is a spinning top at a past level of support. If we, as I said, we look to the left, it's a past level of support. Then it broke back above it. It broke back above it, and is now pushing back up towards where that blue line right there is the 100-day moving average. And so we want to know that price action had fallen below that. I will be paying particular attention to the Russell when it gets back to that level. Is it going to stall? If it stalls out, that would be an excellent place to trade it, Russell, to the downside. At the same time, I have to remember that the price action is supporting this move up. However, it looks to be, and I won't say it's running out of gas for sure, but look at big sell-off day, then followed by a good above average rally day, followed by today, which is a continued rally. But look what's happening. The volume is draining off really fast and really quick. So something we want to keep in mind. Now, the couple of stocks I wanted to show you with that were on the Autopilot trading system this week was one, RVLV. show you how this worked. On Sunday, I sent out a pre-flight checklist that said, hey guys, RBLV is on my list for this week. And where is Sunday? Let's take a look here. Sunday would have been, yeah, that was Sunday right there. Or that was Friday of last week. So Friday of last week, and then I sent it out on Sunday. And I said, you know, I basically shot out and said, I'm placing an order if prices bounce back down here about the 63.50 level, jump me into this trade. And so sure enough, we jumped in the trade. It got into at about $63.77. And what's happened since? You know, just for Tortoise, it filled yesterday and now has rebounded up. I've already taken off profit off a part of the position. It is currently, the position is up with a up about 8% in a 2-day period. That is exactly how to work our accelerated compounding process, where we want to hit somewhere about 5 to 6% monthly return on our capital. Because what does that generate into? That generates into a yearly return of somewhere between 70 to 100%. That is our target objective. Well, my target objective is to make sure that we make at least 40% for the year. And we want to trigger in and be in a position to basically pick up the larger returns on a compounded basis. Now, is a promise that we're going to do that every year? No. But as I said, we have averaged over the last 9 years a little bit over 36%. RBLB, that is one of them. What's the other one? Basically, Futu. Futu was and what was the thought pattern that went on behind Futu? One, the market was selling off, looking kind of crappy. Futu had pulled back into, look to your left, a level of past support. This was last Sunday, right there, the 16th. I've said, if Futu retests that level, and I put in an order to buy some at 129.16, and sure enough, we were filled at 129.16, and look what's happening today. We've had a nice momentum reversal. Futu could be in for a nice move up here to the 152 level, or even up here to the 177 level. We've already taken off partial profit on Futu and it's already up almost 13% in 3 days. Those are and being in a position, again, it doesn't happen every time, but it does happen all the time. So being in a position and just kind of, you know, I heard one of my mentors one time said, you just have to make sure that you're in the way when the market starts to take off. If that makes sense to you, I know you'll sit there and go, yeah, a lot of sense. Now, with that being said, what else am I looking at? Here is your freebies for the week. QFIN. QFIN is looking excellent for how to get into this. Great reversal up here. Needs to, you know, basically we're doing a consolidation. Now this could shape up to fall like a turd from a tall cow and go splat down here again, but it is shaping up to potentially move higher. We ran up, we came back. Here is a higher low intraday. And we'll see what happens when we get back up in this area here. Where would I want to potentially buy some QFIN? And also QFIN QFIN has weekly options, so that gives you a couple of other potential things to play with. I'd be looking probably intraday for some kind of a retracement. I could take the low here to the high here, and then where's it at with the Fibonacci? Throw that on there really quick so you can see that. Now this is just the straight fibs. There you go. And look at that. We basically have had a retracement back to where? Right to the 50-day moving average. Yesterday it traced back almost to the 618. So it did play in that area. Any kind of a retest back into the magic fib box may give us an opportunity to jump on something to the long side. Wednesday has earnings coming on. It has earnings coming up on 8:23 after the market. So it could be setting itself up for a really excellent market pre-earnings run. So let's see what else we have here. The other one is, I don't know about you, but I do not like this company, and I know I have to separate my emotions from my trading. But when I see Netflix going down, I celebrate. I mean, I'm sorry. So what do we have looking here? It had earnings and disappointed on earnings. Earnings were yesterday after the market. Got to sell off today. Look at what's going on here with the moving averages. All the moving averages are trying to rip down to the downside again. Important to notate. This is a foot stomper. Price actions are closing below both the 200 and the 100-day moving average. Look for any kind of a rebound back into those areas and weakness to take a trade where? To the downside. I would anticipate a move all the way back down to the 478 level, which is that past level of support, and then next down to the, but as you look at that, look to your left on the weekly chart, very complex, almost kind of like head and shoulders, if you will. We used to call those complex head and shoulders. We had multiple deformed shoulders on both sides, big head, and it is breaking down. So that's a sign that, look at last time it rolled over from the TSI. What happened? Know what that is. And it could get, like I said, it could get a plunge of, let's say 500 down to 478. So what is that? About $28, $30. And then, but it looks like it's weakening. Oh, one of the things, just be on the lookout. Since it is showing more signs to the downside, look for a downside reversal candle after it does a pull up into the support area. So that basically covers what we wanted to cover for today. I hope you find those interesting. If you would like more information about how to become an active trend trading autopilot trading system person, send me an email and I will basically, as the vernacular today, I'll hook you up. No. Try it for a month. Try the combo for a month. The combination of why is one. A lot of time people, when they're first starting trading, or even they're just so busy to trade that they don't have time to evaluate great stocks and leverage ETFs. I do that for you, save you time and effort, and I send out a pre-flight checklist for both the top 5 growth stocks and the leverage ETFs. And with that, what that does for you, a couple of things. One is, what that does for you is it sets up some trades for you. If you want to parallel trade with us, or if you're an option trader, you can design your own option trades around the same triggers. And again, it's a proven system that's done very well in the past. And I'd like to invite you to become a team member with Active Trend Trading, and where we really do treat our members like family. I want to be able to help people find a better way, a clear and simple way to, one, let you maximize your profits and minimize your losses. And with that, I'm going to send you one other play. Hey guys, this is where we are planting our free videos now on the Active Trend Trading website. It'll be under the free videos and articles. This is the interview that we did with Eric Gallum, our master active trend trader, who basically repeats 100% returns every year. This is part 2 of the interview. This is the one where he shares some of his secrets on how he specifically applies the active trend trading system to basically be able to generate those kind of returns. I know you will like to see, I know you're going to want to see this. So again, go on over. It is free access on this one. Eric's session is really great. And also what I'll do, I'll be placing the on the radar videos here also, so that it make it a little bit easier for you to find. So share with your friends and let them know Active Trend Trading is a place to stop if you know about trading. So